Hi, Spire Fan here with the one-of-a-kind deal only on TV, the Magic the Gathering deck box for your EDH enjoyment. Well, you don't worry about the Pokemon label. You know, they worked with Wizards of the Coast in the past. I'm sure, they'll contact them soon. Official merchandise, great quality, holds the 100-card deck, so you can go to almost any card shop in the country, United States, Mexico, Canada. Be ready to play, whether Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh's there, because Magic tends to be there. Nintendo, I actually do think you could definitely do like a EDH deck box joint deal with Magic. Magic the Gathering's been doing official crossovers lately with Transformers, Marvel Comics, My Little Pony, and I would love to see, oh my gosh, like a Nintendo Magic the Gathering set. And that could full circle your Pokemon deck box products with Magic. There's a lot of because Pokemon TCG started with Magic the Gathering. There's a reason why energies are so similar to mana, and it would be cool to see that kind of joint full circle. I definitely could see that happening in the next few years. To be honest, we've seen more Mario and Pokemon Lego products alone. And, to the point that my parents have pointed out how many of the kids' shirts and shorts, socks, underwear that little kid me would have loved. I mean, I like it. Obviously, I can't wear those. Aside from the socks, my stepmom, Michelle, recently got me Luigi socks. I thought that was awesome. But Nintendo, I think there's some younger talent there that's been pushing for more marketing for merchandise, and hopefully they talk to Wizards of the Coast, because it would be cool to have, I use that Pokemon deck box for my Magic EDH deck, and it's been like that for years. For people that don't know, EDH is a 100 deck format, so yeah, you probably want a big deck box unless you want to split it up, but pretty helpful for sure. Great game. I love the big 3 card games. It's cool that they've all been doing well since the late 90s and early 2000s. So one of the first times I did I Love Mondays, I talked about how important the movie Bug's Life is, how strong of a character Flick is, which makes him even more dynamic because he already was pretty interesting, because he was a bit of a rebel, bit of a trailblazer, and an inventor. Then you add the characterization that he doesn't back down to, insecure bullies like Hopper. And, it bugged Hopper throughout the movie. Flick is strong. In fact, I think Flick's one of Disney's strongest characters because he's the one that rallied voice behind other people that felt voiceless. And I think in the real world, people forget to fight for themselves. My favorite comic book hero, Captain America, is the prime example of this, along with Flick from Bug's Life, where no matter what the opposition, you have to stand up for what you believe in. You stand up because you can inspire others to stand up for themselves. In a world where there's business negotiations, fighting games, and making new friends, there's all these things that involve human interaction. And part of human interaction is respecting yourself. You respect yourself to a level where, when someone attempts to constantly disrespect you and or people around you, call them out, let them know that that's not cool. And it's an interesting balance because there are times where standing up for yourself, but you're just giving in to someone trying to mess with you or troll with you, right? There are some people out there that they're just trying to find things that make you angry. So really the kind of sweet spot here is learn to control yourself, right? Hone self-control. Being able to show other people that things don't get to you is big. Being able to not let that get to you is big, because then you stand as a pillar that can't be shaken. And as you keep standing, it makes them mad. There are constantly times that I stream, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Pokemon Showdown, and just by the force of will of not giving up and not giving them what they want, by not getting angry, they ironically get angry. It's really fascinating. And I think, being able to fight for yourself is important. By doing that, just like Flick and Bug's Life, you inspire other people to learn that they too have a voice. They too have worth. There are so many people out there that they put their self-worth into materialistic things. They have these, this drive to have, shallow approval from others, rather than them discovering a strong sense of self-worth. That strong sense of self-worth doesn't let petty attempts to troll and all these words thrown at them to mess with them. They stay strong, they know who they are, and they're willing to grow as a person. And as they continue to grow, they keep going higher and higher as they continue to stand, which makes it even harder for other people to beat them down. Fight for yourself every day, and make sure other people are standing up too. Give a hand up, not a hand out, but that hand up can be a kind gesture. Always be strong, and remember that being strong is being able to be gentle, just like Peter Cullen's brother always said, as his inspiration for Optimus Prime, one of the greatest fictional characters ever made. I love Mondays.